All right, y'all, so my boys don't know it yet, but we got chores to do today. Here's what's on the list. So I forgot to thaw out the chicken last night for dinner that I'm supposed to be cooking. That's already supposed to be marinating right now, so we're gonna do that. We gotta do a little bit of laundry, because Lord knows, if you don't stay consistent with it, it's gonna build up. We're going on vacation at the end of this week, so the laundry needs to be ready for us to go. That way, whatever we need, we have it. So I'm gonna get mine out the way. That way the wife can have it for everybody else. We got some chores around the house to do. HVAC filters need to be changed. The calendar invite went out on the 1st to do it. It is the 21st right now. So the new date will be set on the 21st date because we try to change it out once a month. We also have to rinse out our HVAC unit outside because you got to do that once a year. And we set a calendar invite for that once a year. July 1st is the day that we do that. We also have to flush our water heater because if you don't flush your water heater, that stuff built up in the bottom. We're going to do that. And in order to do that, I got to bring y'all into my disaster of a garage. Which I said I was gonna make a series of, and I'm probably not gonna do that on this vacation. So I'm about to call the boys. I'm gonna bring you all along with us, and who knows, we might turn this into a vlog. Hey boys! Oh yeah, it's Tuesday also, so I'm probably gonna mop the floor today. Why do y'all look like y'all were doing something wrong?
We weren't doing anything wrong.
Okay, so we got a couple things to do today. One, I need a pill bottle. You said you wanted to 3D print something. We forgot about the 3D printing. I need a pill bottle to take on vacation with us. I take my vitamins every day and I don't want to bring all these individual vitamin bottles with me, so let's pick one out.
I like that circular one.
You want to try the circular one?
Yeah.
All right, so let's download this, open it up.
We're sure his name will be Berkeley McTreeface. I feel terrible, so I might just go back upstairs.
What's wrong?
My head's really hurting. And I feel like I'm about to throw up. What have I noticed?
What all did you eat yesterday? How much Rice Krispies treat did you eat yesterday?
I haven't eaten a single Rice Krispies treat today.
But how much did you eat yesterday?
Like one.
You only had one piece?
No, two from
What does the
dinner.
What does the camera have to say about that?
Like 2.5.
Like 2.5. So it's going up every time.
Well, for me,
I think you might have eaten too much sweets.
I only had 0.7.
Yeah, I'm with you, Micah. I had a little piece. I'm gonna hold you. All right. So this will print. It's gonna take about 2 hours. We'll be back to check on it then. Now, we got other chores to do. So we've got laundry to do. We've got to flush the water heater because we got to do that once a year. We got to change out the air filters upstairs. We got to mop today. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. We ain't gonna bring you all on laundry because the laundry room is a disaster. We can't show all of the house, but we'll go upstairs in the attic together. All right, we gotta do, but y'all gotta move out the way.
We gotta do what we gotta do.
So what are we going upstairs to do?
Change the air filters.
How do you know that?
Cause you said so. Stairs? Yeah.
And as tempting as it might be to not close this and open this every time we do it, because it helps keep the heat up here.
I do like your camera.
All right, come on. Come here, come on. I got you. Keep coming, I got you. No, come here.
It's fine.
Come on. I got you.
Oh
it's
my
okay.
gosh, this is the roof of the house.
It's also, yeah, this is the roof of the house. It's also, you've been up here before.
Yeah, it looks so weird.
It's also okay for you to be scared, Micah. You're not ready this time?
Oh.
You're doing a good job. Just take it one step at a time. And if you're not comfortable, huh?
How much?
How many pounds am I? I'm 30 something now.
Good.
Why is that?
Do not exceed if you're 250 pounds or over.
Oh, Jesus. I was way over that, bruh. Come on, though, if you're gonna come.
Okay.
All right, we're both up here. So, here's what we gotta do.
So this is a soggy hair.
Let's see how this 3D print is doing.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good.
Okay. So I think next what we can do is go ahead and start the flush on the water heater outside. So we'll start the water heater flush and then we'll grab the hose and start spraying out the AC unit outside, and we'll be more than halfway done with our chores. Had to change into our work hat. It's hat, sun dried, everything. All right, so out to the outside. So y'all need shoes. Okay, we're one man down because he's sick. I cannot believe I'm about to show the world this garage. This is so bad. I'm so embarrassed. Maybe this will be the motivation I need to get it cleaned up. All right, press the button. Just open it. Just open the door. Open the door. Micah, can I open the door?
Yeah.
This is our garage. It's so bad. All I can think of is like Soulja Boy. This right here is my garage. All right, so let's take a look. Might as well give y'all a tour around. Over here, this is our Christmas decoration stash. This is also our car staging area. Oh, yes, this is our landscaping, Christmas decor storage. Plus, this is our automotive area where our rugs that should be in the back of the car are. Maybe I'll get those cleaned tomorrow morning. This is also our air filling station. Here,
this is our beach toys.
Our beach toys are readily available here, which I'm glad I saw those because we're gonna need those. So then here we get to our woodworking session, our area. So we've got our planer, we've got our clamps, we've got this cabinet. That's definitely not a chainsaw, that is a chop saw. We've got our table saw here. We've got our Ryobi tool storage area that the tool's not being stored there. And then we've got the workbench. So y'all, this has become a dumping ground, but we didn't come to talk about the garage at all because Lord knows it is so bad in here. We have to flush our water heater. We're gonna teach the boys how to do this because if you know something, your children might as well know it too. But we gotta move stuff out the way first. This is another one of those storage units that hang up, and that's where our Christmas decorations should go. All right, so this is a hose, Micah. Not to be confused with the other type of hose. And what our goal is now is this tank in here, this is a hot water heater. This is when mom says don't use all the hot water. It's because our water is flowing from this big tank in here into the house. And if you all turn the shower on and let the hot water run for 30 minutes and don't get into it, guess what happens? All the hot water goes away. We just got, how much home stuff do we have left to do? We just got like 2 more things to do.
Okay, that's good.
So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the valve that starts to release the drain, and we're just gonna let the water run out. And we can also get like a container and put it in there, and you can see all the stuff that comes out of it. And this is gonna drain out for the next little bit, and then we'll fill it back up and drain it out some more, but that's hot though, so you don't wanna touch that. And it's gonna release all that sediment so it doesn't build up at the bottom of your hot water heater. So, and you know, man, it's our job to teach these things to our children because our children do what we do. They do what they see from us, they do what they hear from us, and you essentially are developing miniature yous when you have children. So, it's also a lesson for me to clean up this garage because Lord knows. On a serious note though, like this is something that my dad spent time with me doing, and my dad worked a lot of hours. We didn't get to spend lots of playtime with each other because my dad, he didn't graduate from high school. My dad got pulled out of school in like the 9th grade to work on the farm with his pops. And so he wasn't able to get a desk job like I have today. My dad worked driving the bus for like 30-something years, and he was able to retire at 54 from driving public transportation in Boston. On the flip side of that though, in order to do that, he worked hard. So that man was working 12, 14-hour days every day. He had a union job, so he had a good pension. Also though, that overtime check was probably legit because anything over 40, you get the picture. Nevertheless, we often didn't have fun together. However, he taught me how to be an owner of the things I have and how to take care of the things that I have. Yeah, it's running into the sewage. It means that our infrastructure's doing what it's supposed to do. Nevertheless, pass things down. And that's not just for men, women. You pass it down to your daughters. Ain't no gatekeeping. All right, so we're gonna let that drain out, Micah. And while we're doing that, do you wanna go, I'll let you choose this time. You wanna start with the hose, spraying out the HVAC unit? Or do you wanna?
What do I wanna what?
Or do you wanna have lunch?
I want to do more work.
All right, more work it is, says Master Micah. All right, Micah, so this right here is a good old HVAC unit. And just like the HVAC filter that we had upstairs in the attic, this also has a filter in it because dust and debris comes through here. So all the air that comes through our home, it all has to flow through here. And then so these little filter things, or whatever they call them, they get kind of caked up, and you got to get a hose and spray them out. So normally I would take this off and spray it out, but the last time I did that, it took me longer to put it back on than it did to take it off. So we're just gonna spray it with it on. So let's grab the hose. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna turn off the HVAC unit. So we're gonna open up this thing over here, and we are going to pull out this thing.
So does the air stop running inside the house?
And apparently we're not. You know, conventional wisdom would say if you have your main water line turned off to your home, the hose on the side of the house won't work. So we can't flush the water out over here.
So we have to turn it on again?
We have to wait for that to finish. Okay, we'll be back. But we might as well turn the air back on while we wait. What do you think? You think there's more water in here? You just still see there's some sediment that just flew out of it. This little white thing just flew out of it. Look at that. Look at that right there. But it's got some more to go. So we can turn the water on and help like agitate up some of the stuff that's in there and then let it drain out some more. But I think we're close to wrapping this one up and having this checked off the list, Micah.
This is kind of tiring.
Yeah, hard work is tiring sometimes. I can tell you one thing I can do while we're out here and we wait. I could throw away some stuff that I don't need. Sometimes I have a hard time throwing things away. This water bottle?
No.
Yeah, you probably could recycle that one though.
This?
You can throw that away. It's okay.
I want to keep it.
Sure, but it's got dust all over it.
I'll clean it.
Okay, well, recycling. This broke, and I didn't throw it away because I thought I could fix it, but I think it's time to throw it away. What do you think?
Yes.
Huh, my epoxy looks like it wasn't closed all the way, so this is pointless now. Probably should have put that in the bag. Huh, an old note from the old sick time. That's getting thrown away. Huh, a whole completely fine thing of eyeglass cleaner and eyeglass. That's going inside. Oh, this is from COVID time because there's a mask in there. A little fidget. One of the boys will want that. An old iPhone. I probably could trade this in and get some money for that somewhere. A little fidget clicker. Man, I used to just be fidgeting. My old radar detector fuzz buster, this thing even got me out of many tickets. You know, there's no point in me holding on to this. Fidgets, they're mine. Do I really need this lightning to USB cable? I do not. You do not need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. Ugh, going through this, it's like bringing back memories of all the half-baked projects that are associated with whatever I'm doing. Just like such a mind trip. It's also like bringing me back to when I built all this stuff outside. Man, I was on it for some time. Oh well, finish what's in front of you. There's nothing that matches this, so we're recycling that. We're making progress. We're making progress. Well, you know what? We made progress. It's not perfect. It ain't clean, but I threw some stuff away and I made a step towards helping my garage be a better place. And I lost both of my boys in the process of that. Because quite honestly, this is my mess to clean up, not theirs. Not that they would have helped anyway. Time has passed and now it is done draining, so we are going to turn it back on. And I have nobody to train this to, but you know, they do have a YouTube video to watch now. So we are going to close off this release valve. That way when we fill it up, it can fill back up. We're then going to turn on the supply line to our water heater and then turn on our house water. And this is going to fill this bad boy up. And when I know there's enough water in there, I will then turn this back on and light the hot water heater, because you don't want to light an empty hot water tank. It's not good for anybody. Yep, that neighbor definitely just saw in here. Normally we try to get in here and close it off and just open it back up real fast. And that's the sound of a lit water heater to me. More importantly, I'm going to put this back where it belongs, even though I can hardly get to it. And we can start washing out the HVAC unit outside, because chores don't stop. Yep, we're developing a problem again. Moment of truth. That's all she wrote for that. And I was at this moment where I realized I forgot to pull the plug again. Bruh. On the box. But you know what? You know what? Rain gets in this anyway, is what I'm going to tell myself in this moment. Oh, yes. What I'm going to also tell myself is if I had taken that thing off, that's where I would have messed up. Bruh. So before you go to take off the covering, you got to make sure your HVAC unit is off, because that would be bad news if that's fan turned on. Yep, didn't mean to do that. Bruh. All right, so here's what we've accomplished. The water heater is flushed out, filled back up. We're just gonna go check on that to make sure it's not still running, because if it's still running, there's a problem there. We rinsed out the best we could our, what do you call that thing? Our HVAC unit. We changed out our air filters. Laundry is washing right now. Boys are probably ready for lunchtime, so we're gonna do lunchtime. All they eat is Nutella sandwiches for lunch. They could honestly be brand ambassadors for Nutella. Hit me up if you wanna work together. And our water heater is running like normal. The pilot is lit. The hot water is running, heating up. So we're knocking things off the list today, guys. And I showed y'all inside my garage, which is crazy work. Even cleaned up a couple things in the garage too, and now I'm a sweaty mess. Now I'm gonna wash my hands, clean up the dishes from this morning that I might not have touched, fix the boys' lunch, clean up a little bit, and then we'll see what's next. I forgot about that. Perfectly normal, by the way. Now we can fix lunch. Oh no, I forgot to set out the chicken. That's gotta marinate, son of a gun. All right, let's think this through though, because there's no way we're gonna eat all this chicken before we leave town. Yeah, we're not. I guess we only have 2 nights, because I'm going to my parents, to see my parents tomorrow. I don't know. Do not, and I repeat, do not do as I do. Bruh. Boys, y'all sandwiches are ready. You're not gonna eat a sandwich? Okay, I forgot you were sick. This will go in a Ziploc bag. You know, instead of the Ziploc bag, I should put it in a container. And now for my lunch. We're going sourdough toast, some eggs, some fresh okra from the garden, mixed in with the eggs. I've been on this trip for like, let's say 3 weeks at this point. I'll be sick of it in the next couple of days, but we're gonna milk it while we can because it's easy and it's healthy. Side note, if anybody has any good recommendations for a toaster air fryer combo, please let me know down in the comments, because this thing don't do nothing but toast anymore. And we like the air fryer, but we like the combo because we already have enough stuff sitting out on our counters as it is. So we, you know, like the best of both worlds. Going in the compost pile, by the way. We don't throw away fresh paper and fruits and vegetable scraps. Compost. Just a tinge, because we're going to season the eggs also. A little pepper. We prefer these blue eggs from Costco. This is not a sponsored post, but it could be. I like to crack them straight in, and my mother would have a 10 living fit if she saw me doing this, because she one time cracked open a little chicken. So now, ever since then, she will crack individually into a little ramekin, which is a brilliant idea. It just creates an extra dish. We also keep our eggshells, because our eggshells go into the compost pile also, and we just keep them in there, and then once this fills up, we take it outside, dump it, and then throw the plastic away. Hit it with a little pepper. Since my hands are wet, I'm gonna get the salt shaker, get my cheese, and then the secret ingredient, Cholula. Let's mix, mix, mix each other. You can mix it all up. Got my lightly toasted fresh sourdough bread, baked straight from this oven right here from the wife. She's had this sourdough starter for like 3-4 years at this point. This same starter just adds flour and water to it. It's been living all that time. She didn't also spread it out to so many people. The most amazing. And then we're just gonna take this, just dump it on top of that sourdough bread the best we can, awkwardly with this camera angle also to catch that. A little pepper on the top. another sprig of salt. And now I'm gonna go check on my laundry, turn that over, because it's probably been an hour at this point. No, I'll probably eat before I do that, let's be real. Check on my 3D print, read some more of the book, because we're trying to wrap this book up today so I can go get it printed tomorrow to have it in hand, because we're releasing the 45-minute creator on Sunday. It's lunchtime. And the print's coming along just beautifully. Looking very nice, and it looks like we're about halfway through on the progress bar. Shout out to Creality, by the way. You all make an amazing entry-level budget 3D printer that I love. It's more like it right now. We got the tools that we need for this job. I was sitting there thinking, I hadn't talked to my wife today. She's in the office. Well, we talked, but like we hadn't really gone back and forth. She's in the office today. It's Tuesday, and she's in office busy Tuesdays, and she's carrying a lot of her boss's job and one of her direct reports that moved on from her company. She's carrying her job also. And my oldest son is sick. He's not feeling well. He's not wanted to eat all day. He had a bowl of cereal this morning, but he's complaining about wanting to throw up, feeling like his throat is hurting, all these things. I'm probably not going to tell her that, because adding that to her day and her stress levels right now does her no good. Now, when she sees this and finds out that I withheld the information from her, she might not be happy, but like her knowing this right now does nothing. She's an hour and a half into the city at work. I'm at home. I'm perfectly able to monitor him. There's no real medicine I can give him at this point. Today is Tuesday. If he does need to go to a doctor, I still have Wednesday and Thursday to deal with that before we drive to South Carolina on Friday. So that's the decision I'm making in this time. And if it's not the right decision, it is what it is, but we got that going on, and this 3D print's going. I'm about to go change over the laundry that I put in. And as of this point in the day, let's see, I made my 3 or 4 videos this morning for my channel, for shorts at least. I did a promo to the most recent vlog that we did. Another thing, random thought, vacations for adults when kids are at home can be tough, because the kid thinks a vacation is time for you to spend with them. So let's be real. For me and my time, I work a full-time job that I put bare minimum 40 hours into every week. That's Monday through Friday. I log in at 8:30 every day. I'm logging out between 6 and 6:30. Get an hour lunch every day. Prior to logging into work, I'm editing content, filming content, posting content. When I get off of work, I'm being a dad, and I'm working on the digital product side, or like the actual business part of being a creator. That's what I choose to do at night. And then before I go to bed, I try to spend some time with my wife. So with that, and living a life outside the house, oftentimes, y'all heard me say it earlier, the air filter should have been changed out a month ago. The water heater should have been flushed a month ago. I was supposed to clean out the HVAC thing around a month ago. So what I chose to do is attempt to bring my children along with me for those activities. And it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. 1, it's time that I spend with them, and it's a memory that they have. 2, I'm able to pass down some information to them. And 3, who wouldn't want to spend time with your boy? I'm just kidding. So I still have to mop, and I still have to fold and put away the laundry that I've done. But I think that's all for the chore list today. I think. So yeah, I'm gonna go check on the oldest, see how he's doing. What a bad time to get sick, if he is sick. And I hope it ain't that or whatever that dreary runs is. All right, so a couple updates. 1, Ethan, he's actually sick. How I know he's sick? 2 reasons. He's upstairs laying down, not watching screens. 2, he's quiet. Boy ain't talking. If there was a job where the person could specialize in just talking the whole time, that would be his specialty. Not in a bad way. This could be a gift of his. It is a gift of his, because he's a brilliant child, but the boy is bone quiet. So he's upstairs on the couch, resting, crank the air down. We ain't had the air up high, because you know, these bills be too high, but crank the air down, tucked him in, he's taking a little nap. But I also haven't given him medicine, because I don't know if he has a fever or not, and I want to see if a fever comes. Because that changes everything drastically, because that means the next one's probably going to get sick. So he's laying down, and I hadn't mopped yet. We got one of those combo mop vacuum things, which, by the way, let me know in the comments if there is a robot vacuum that you would recommend. I've been having my eye on the, what brand is Roborock maybe? Yeah, I've had my eye on this Roborock Crevo S5 vacuum. One of them combo things, because that Shark one that we have now, that Shark one went out. I didn't like that Shark one too much, but I want to get one that mops and vacuums, because I'm kind of picky about floors. I like the floors to be clean. Sue me. So we out here vlogging. I am about to, however, though, try to finish reading this last cohesive cut. Allison was fortunate enough to read the 45-minute creator for me also as my partner and peer. And she sent back some edits. So I'm going in, making the edits, making sure everything's cohesive, double checking punctuation. And then my goal is to send this order to Office Depot today and pick up the documents tomorrow, the actual paper documents of the 45-minute creator, and then try to wrap this thing up. You know what? I'm actually going to put on these Meta glasses. Shout out to Zilul, by the way, because these glasses were like 20 bucks prescription. But I'm going to put on these Meta glasses because I feel like when I wear them, my eyes don't hurt as bad when I'm staring at the screen. And these got like the transition lens in it, so I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. And I'm not sure if they'd be out here transitioning.
Bruh.
Hey boys, the print is ready.
Okay. Okay.
So this is what we printed, a pill holder. We'll set the plate to the side, and then we're gonna, probably should read the instructions, huh? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, it goes in between, duh. What day's after Wednesday, Micah?
Thursday.
Thursday, Friday.
And then Saturday. Saturday, Sunday.
But on the third day. Hallelujah. You ain't catch the spirit with that? They don't do nothing to you in here on the third day? What did he do on the third day?
Clean.
He cleaned on the third day?
Bruh.
Y'all, you better hope your grandparents don't see this on either side. Jesus rose on the third day, Micah.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. And there's our pill case. So that's what printed today. And the cool thing about this is I went to buy this on Amazon. Would have cost me whatever, shipping and all that. This probably cost me, I forgot how to look up the price on here. I don't use this 3D printer as often as I probably thought I would have. This probably cost me like 25 cents to print. So I will need pills for just Saturday and Sunday, I guess. I mean, hindsight 2020, 2 nights. I just could have gotten like a Ziploc bag. But you know what? That Ziploc bag would go to waste. And we don't like to waste things. I will use this for a very long time. And now since this is packed, we are gonna get up, pause reading for a second, actually put this in my backpack so I don't forget it, because if you don't do things when you're thinking of them, they oftentimes don't get done. Go check on the laundry and come back and read some more. Also, we're gonna check on the boy while I'm up there. Don't try to check on him too much because people don't like to be annoyed, but people like to know that you think about them. So see how he's doing, check his temperature. Alrighty guys, so we got some unfortunate news here. Ethan has a fever of 101 degrees as of right now. And that is terrifying because we're supposed to go on vacation. And when one of them is sick, the other one usually ends up being sick. So here's what I've done. Have I told my wife? No, I've not told my wife. That's gonna ruin her day. It's ruining my day. I'm supposed to be finishing reading this book right now. But now I'm kind of starting to freak out a bit because I don't want our vacation to be ruined with us all being sick. Nevertheless, it's still a blessing that we're being able to go. This is my wife's boss's mom's condo up in Hilton Head. They're only luckily charging us the cost to clean it and our cost to travel there, obviously. So we're getting to take a vacation for sub $500 in 2026 on my birthday weekend. So nevertheless, it's not about me, it's about them right now. So no, I've not told my wife, and I'm not gonna tell her my wife. I'm gonna wait for her to get home. There's no point of ruining her work day when there's nothing different she can do about this. Her having this knowledge and awareness, it does nobody any good right now because she's gotta finish on her day and she can focus on this when she gets home. So I gave him 2 ibuprofen at 2 o'clock and I'm not in the state of mind to be reading right now. So I'm probably gonna get up and mop right now because my clothes weren't ready to be put up yet. They were still drying. I swear I had been sitting here reading for like 3 hours. It only was like 45 minutes, but I guess I'm gonna get up and mop the floors right now, do some cleaning, try to decompress a bit. So we're gonna turn on the podcast and go mop some. And everybody loves mopping. So why don't y'all come along, see how we mop a floor. All right, so the first thing we gotta do is turn on the lights because as my grandmother would say, you can't mop the floors if you can't see them. Hey Google, turn on the kitchen and the living room lights. And then we got to get the vacuum and vacuum up the rugs first. Seriously though, mop and vacuum brands, like, let's talk. I might not have a lot of followers here on YouTube where this video is going, but on those shorts profiles, got 300,000 between two platforms over there. Got a lot of reach. Put some respect on our name. But yeah, and the boys had a sleepover over here, so we gotta apparently clean this up too, because sleepovers are done now, I think. I guess we could just pick the stuff up and y'all can have another sleepover, why not? But can you get that scooter and bring it back to where it's supposed to be that's not in the house? And the running joke around the house is Ethan and Mama, they just, wherever they want to leave their shoes, it's free will. But we're gonna work for order and accept people while we accept who people truly are.
Bruh.
How about those apples on camera? Well, no, it didn't die. Never mind. We still alive. Oh no, it's out. Well, because here's the thing. I don't normally we have a wet dry vac, but I don't like to use it for dry. I just like to use it to mop because it vacuums and mops the floor at the same time. But I don't like to vacuum the carpet with it first because then it gets dirty and it doesn't mop as well. So we're just gonna come back to this later or grab the other vacuum cleaner we have upstairs. Well, we just remembered that we had chicken thawing and it is slightly frozen still. So I'm gonna call ahead and call this thaw, and I'm just gonna go ahead and whip up the marinade and put that together and get this up because I forgot all about this. I came to load the vacuum wet dry up with soap, and you know, the thing is, some people will call this ADHD. I'm gonna refer to this as intermittent productivity because we're making progress. It's just all over the place, but we're doing things as we find them. Because I find out if you leave things, you just don't do them. So I could have said, I'll come back to that. No, I'm gonna do this now because this needs to get put up. Intermittent productivity, trademark it. Something I often do with a marinade is I'll pull a bunch of stuff out the fridge, send a picture to AI and say, hey, make me a marinade out of these. So let's try it out together and see what it does. All right, so we got our chicken, we got our glove on, and we're just gonna go in here and make sure this is coating everything nice. Side note, if I'm ever at your house and I see you go in your refrigerator and you pull the chicken out of the top shelf or it's like above something, I'm probably gonna say I'm not hungry, just saying. And now we can get the mop ready to mop. Mopping, cleaning floors is done. Shout out to the combo vac mop, by the way. Turn off the lights, go engage with this video that I just posted, finish reading this book. That's what we up to. All right, guys, so here's where we're at. So first of all, fever is broken with the child. It's currently 4:25. So he had the medicine around 2.5 hours ago. Fever is broken. It's like a 97 right now. He just ate. He's feeling much better. So I'm hoping this is just something quick bug. We'll keep monitoring him tonight. I'm not even sure if Allison's on her way home from work or not yet. We hadn't really talked much today. We've both been busy, but we'll deal with that when she gets home. I just did finish my final read through of the book, but I'm wrapping. Oh my gosh, the clothes are still in the dryer and they're probably wrinkled right now. So I'm probably gonna go run upstairs, do a wrinkle release cycle on that because pretty soon I'm gonna have to start to get the grill ready. I'm cooking dinner tonight, and that's where we are. We did mop though, so as you all saw, the house downstairs was mopped. And I really do need recommendations for a new vacuum cleaner because that vacuum cleaner, it's seen better days. Like for real. And we've got a plug-in vacuum cleaner upstairs, but y'all know, although the plug-ins work better, it's more efficient and convenient to not walk around with the cable. I'm gonna try to wrap up as much as I can with this book. I gotta probably light that grill up around 5 o'clock. So that's where we are. So laundry is laid out. I gotta break laundry into stages. So I'm gonna try to wrap up this book and then move from there. I gotta look at everything else I've gotten done today. We flushed the water heater, cleaned out the HVAC unit, changed out the air filters. We're able to mop and vacuum the floors. I did laundry, got that put away. cared for a sick child, prepared dinner, and now I'm about to cook dinner, and I finished my book, and I recorded like 5 videos today. So it's been a productive day. People wonder what content creators do. Well, I don't know what they do because I work a full-time job. But since I'm on vacation, we're finding out what we're doing. So if I don't finish this book today, it's not the end of the road. I don't need to beat myself up over it. But we were outside to start the grill because we were grilling that chicken that we marinated earlier. So while that comes to temperature, the wife asked me to fertilize the vegetable garden. So we fertilized with this GS Plant Foods organic liquid kelp. This stuff smells like, it smells like death.
Bruh.
However, it is highly effective as what it does. So besides the compost that we utilize, which, we just got a fresh delivery of grass yesterday. So this is our compost pile. We have our already composting compost, and then our grass got cut yesterday. So maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'll shred up some cardboard, add that in there, wet it up, and get that process going. But this will get to like 160 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we do, all of our cardboard, grass cuttings, and then our fruit and vegetable scraps from inside the house and the garden all comes out here and just becomes our dirt. So because it's so nutrient rich and it's not that cheap crap that you buy from the store, we don't have to fertilize as much as was what we find, because look at all that luscious greenness. And my tool of choice for fertilization is one of these little like infusion sprayers, whatever you want to call it. You turn the hose on, set your little however much you want to come out, and it automatically measures it out for you. So I'm just going to go around and hit everything with this for a bit. Ethan, don't you tell your mother that you're sick when she gets home. I need to tell her that.
Bruh.
All right, y'all, I got the goods. This is that chicken that we marinated earlier with. And then we're gonna hit it with some hot rub from How to Barbecue Right. Some of this AP Anything rub from Traeger, picked up at Walmart. And then I've really been liking this Kinder's lemon pepper, because you know here in Atlanta, we put lemon pepper on everything. One tip I have from the restaurant times is always make sure you season up high, because you're able to get an even coating. You ever bite into something and you just get massive bursts of flavor that you don't want? And it's okay, but it's just not what you wanted. It's because they probably were holding the seasoning down too low. Bruh. You guys want to hear something that's kind of unfortunate? What did I do with my tongs? Did I bring my tongs inside? Why would I do that? Jeez. All right, let's try this again. You guys want to hear something unfortunate? I just realized, talking to Allison, every single one of our beach trips that we've gone on, 2023, 2025, and now 2026, there's been an incident with somebody. 2023, I got bit by the dog. Hand was just bleeding 2 days before I went. That trip actually ended up being an amazing trip though, because me being able to get away from work from a little bit of a time and think clearly inspired me to think how miserable I was at the time. So I started working on leaving retail in general and shifting what I do to a non-retail environment. What also happened was last year, before we went to the beach, Micah, the youngest child, he fell off the monkey bars and fractured his wrist. Poor thing is still traumatized by that. And now this year, Ethan potentially could have strep or the flu, because the way he's saying his throat is hurting, it's sounding a teach like strep. Nevertheless, we have gone every single one of those times, because you can't let something like that stop you. What is unfortunate though is my parents are coming into town right now. They are on their way into town, and if he has strep, we're not going to go see them, because you know you can't be around all them old folks. And I'm supposed to be on a conference call right now because it is 6 o'clock. That's why you set alarms, people. Luckily, I don't have to hold a phone. I just turn on my meta glasses. Be fancy, huh? All right, let's dial into this call a little late. All right, y'all. Well, I'm about to go eat dinner, finish working on this call. If I'm back on tonight, it'll be to say the book is complete. Hope y'all enjoyed the day with Temu Spike.
Bruh.
We'll be back sometimes. Ooh, it's gonna be a pain to edit in a good way. And although I'm sitting in a mean shadow because sunset where I sit here at is brutal, but I can announce that as of about 8 o'clock on Tuesday, July the 21st, I am telling myself that I am done with the 45-minute creator. Now, is it perfect? It's as close to perfect as I can make it. But at this point, if I follow one of my own principles, it's not about putting out perfection. It's about putting out something. So I'm about to see if I can get this sent to Office Max or something and go pick it up tomorrow and put my hands on it. And I'm proud of myself for doing this because this has been one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. So the day the 45-minute creator was finished is documented, and we saw what else I got to do this today. So I'm very glad that I took this vacation. Shout out to my boss, my former boss, for coaching me up about taking my time off. Appreciate you for that one, because it allowed me to be able to focus on wrapping up what I think is going to help so many people. And if it only helps one person, that's all I need. So I'm going to figure out how to get this printed, and then I guess we're going to start chopping up this vlog. And Ethan, he ain't feeling great, so we think it might be stress. Who knows? You'll have to come back tomorrow and see if I record tomorrow. I had fun today. Vlogging's not bad. It's a time commitment, but it's not bad.